Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Madhushree and I like to share all things beauty, including curly hair of course. Today I'll be talking about something which is highly requested, that is how to preserve your curls while you're also working out. If you're like me, if you love to hit the gym, if you love to work out a lot, I love to hit the gym, okay? I want to become a muscle mommy, and you can see my gains. I love showing my gains. So because of this, I do get many questions on how I preserve my curls, of course. And to be honest, my curls do not look perfect all the time. I just give up on my hair, especially if I'm not gonna film a video. I just tie a bun. I tie a tight bun where my curls get stretched. This is real life, I'm telling, okay? If I don't have to look presentable, I don't have to film videos, then I don't care about my hair. I know I'm guilty of doing that. That's just how I am. I'm very lazy, but I'm going to share some tips which you can use if you want to preserve your curls for longer, because of course you don't want all that hard work to go to waste, right? So you're going to get some tips on how to maintain your hair before and after your workout. So let's dive in. Let's start with the pre-workout prep. The goal here is to protect your curls and minimize frizz. So here are some quick things you can do before going to the gym. Do any loose hairstyle which is non-manipulative. Of course you can leave your hair. I've seen many people leaving their hair and I have no idea how they work out with that. I personally cannot do it. I need all the hair out of my face, otherwise I can't function. I sweat a lot, so obviously I don't want that. So you can do a loose pineapple, of course. So all you have to do is take your hair loosely. Take my bangs also. I don't want any hair touching my face while I work out. And put a satin scrunchie on it. You can do 2 turns, 2 twists. This is how you can go. I know it looks crazy. I'm there to just improve myself. I don't care how I look. Honestly, this looks quite cool. I don't know if I can pull it off, but I do this hairstyle quite often if I want to preserve my curls. This is the best hairstyle, I would say, because all your curls are, intact. They are not really getting touched. They are not getting frizzy. Here, little bit thoda sa stretch ho jayega, but that will happen, It's life. It's okay. Don't worry about it so much. You can also tie a loose bun. If I don't want to preserve my curls, if I'm just in a hurry, I do a loose bun very quickly. It impacts my curls a little bit if I'm doing a bun, because it gets little bit loose, it loses its shape. But buns are very easy, because this first pineapple hairstyle I showed, it doesn't always look good, especially on 3rd, 4th day, at least for me. I do a bun, so I just do 2 twists, okay? This is the bun I do. If you see my workout videos, in all the videos, this is the hairstyle you would see. I would highly recommend using a satin or silk scrunchie. Don't use those rubber bands, those cotton hair bands, because they are going to cause friction and they are going to cause frizz and breakage. Opt for something soft like satin or silk. You can also braid your hair, of course. I had made a short on how I braid my hair. I have reduced doing it. I have no idea why, but I feel 2 braids look really cute to the gym. I do those braids when my hair is looking extremely bad, like there's no curls left. You can check that short out. It's not the most perfect video. If you want me to make an updated one, I can. Another option which you can do, which I've seen other people do, is to use a satin or silk scarf. They basically tie the scarf around so that this part still remains soft, and that is useful if you sweat a lot, especially if you do high intensity cardio. So this part will still remain protected. I personally don't really do high intensity cardio, but if you're someone who wants to take that extra step with preserving your curls, you can definitely try tying satin scarf. So this was the pre-workout prep. Now let's move on to post-workout part. I'm going to share what you can do after you come home from the gym. I'm assuming after you work out, you're sweating. So cooling down is the key. Just remove your hairstyle gently. Let your hair breathe. Let the sweat dry, okay? I am guilty of not taking my hairstyle out. I just sit in that bun for hours. I'm guilty of doing that. Don't do that, because your curls shape will form that way because it's a little bit damp, right? And then you're letting the sweat dry inside and it just will ruin the shape of your curls. So don't let that happen. Just let your hair breathe and just let the sweat air dry. If it's too sweaty and if you just don't want to let it air dry, then you can also use a diffuser. If you use normal hair dryer, of course it will cause frizz, so use a diffuser attachment and use your hair dryer on cool air mode, so it will just blow some cool air and you can dry your scalp. This is optional. If you don't really like to sit with sweat for a long time, you can do this. Many people feel disgusted to let the sweat dry, but guys, it's completely okay. You cannot wash your hair every single day, right? You can definitely keep a little bit of sweat in your hair. It will act as a moisturizer for your scalp. But if you talk about hygiene, it's not that unhygienic, okay? If the sweat dries off the scalp, it's really not that unhygienic unless you're stinking. If you're stinking very badly, if your scalp needs a wash, if your scalp is very oily, then you can definitely wash your hair more often. It can be every 2 days, every 3 days, really depending on your lifestyle. I personally wash my hair every 4 to 5 days. Whenever my scalp feels the need to wash, or whenever I have to film videos, I wash my hair. But you cannot wash your hair every day, right? I mean, that is first of all not healthy for your hair, and who would do the whole process every day, right? No one has that much patience or time. So in this case, dry shampoo is your best friend, especially if you have oily scalp, if you have very sweaty scalp, if you work out a lot, then I would highly recommend investing in a dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is basically a shampoo, but it is dry. You don't have to wash your hair, and I like the one by Batiste. I've also tried Appetite one. You can go for any dry shampoo, to be honest. I'm not very particular about it, but I really like the smell of Batiste dry shampoo. So it also kind of solves your stinky hair issue. If your hair is stinking, then dry shampoo can add a nice smell to it. You just have to spray on your scalp, let it sit in your hair for some time, let the dry shampoo do its job, that is to absorb all the dirt, the sweat, the oil, and after some time just fluff it out. Your scalp will instantly feel refreshed and cool and dry, and it also adds a lot of volume, by the way, because it's absorbing all the grease. And if your hair is feeling dry after that, just take a lightweight oil or serum and apply it on the lengths of your hair. It will help to smoothen out any frizz and to moisturize your curls. I usually use serums almost every day, if not every day, then every other day, just to moisturize my ends, because your ends need to be protected, okay? If you leave your ends dry, then it can cause breakage and split ends. So I make sure to add some serum to my ends just to hydrate them a little bit. You don't need to do it every day. It really depends on how your hair is feeling. So just do what works for you. If your scalp is very oily, there's a lot of sweat build up, if you haven't washed your hair since a long time, then it's very important, of course, you wash your hair. And I would recommend to use a good sulfate shampoo for that. If you're using gentle shampoos all the time, then you're gonna get build up very quickly, and you might feel the need to wash your hair very often. So if you're using a good clarifying, a good sulfate shampoo, then your hair will not get dirty very soon. And of course, since you're sweating a lot and there's a lot of buildup and oil residue, that has to be cleaned properly, which cannot be done with your regular gentle shampoo. And if you still feel you cannot use strong shampoos all the time, I completely understand that. So you can use your gentle shampoo, but once in 10 days or once in a week or once in a month, give your hair that needed cleanse with a sulfate shampoo. If you keep using gentle shampoo, especially if you have oily scalp, you might be causing more issues. If your curls still don't look the best, and if you want to refresh, if you want to go out somewhere, and if you want your curls to look much better, then of course there is an option of refreshing your curls. If your hair is very frizzy and dry, just take a refresher mist. If you don't have that, you can make one at home by mixing water with leave-in conditioner and just spritz it all over your hair. You can dampen your hair a little bit and gently scrunch to reactivate your curls. You can also spray some water if your hair already has a lot of product. Even the water will activate the product and just make your curls look much better. Adding just water also works really great for refreshing, by the way. And I have a separate video made on different methods you can use to refresh your hair depending on how your hair is feeling, because not just one method will work for all types of refreshes. So definitely do check that out if you want to know more about refreshing. That's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you found the tips helpful. If you did, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel. Help your girl out. And if you have any friends who work out, don't forget to share this video with them. I'll be really grateful if you do that. And if you have any more video requests, you know what to do. Just leave them down in the comments down below and I'll try to make that for you. Also, let me know your curly hair friendly workout tips in the comments and what kind of hairstyles you do, because there's something to learn from everyone. So just help the community out, help me also out. I might also try your tips. And yeah, that's it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.